Welcome to vlog number 6. In this week's episode, I'm going to be talking about how I travel around Mumbai and what any real regular gym goer really enjoys about going to the gym. So, just got done with my first client and my driver's just called to tell me he's outside. So, coming down and he will take me to my second client of the day and then I'll come back and train. Namaste.
Namaste, sir. ये क्या बन चला मेरे पास में
So that's it, it's my workout over and the end of a very busy morning. I'm now going to go home and have some lunch and I'm going to go via an auto rickshaw. So workout is over and I'm just heading home in my, my very pink rickshaw. Mumbai traffic is obviously terrible a lot of the time, so rickshaws tend to be a little bit quicker than sometimes a car, and they're really easy to get because there's literally thousands on the road. So yeah, heading home in my rickshaw with my protein shake. Just finished training my clients, so now I'm going to do one of my favourite ways of getting around Mumbai, and that is by walking. Not the fastest, but it's certainly the best when you've got glorious weather and you get to walk on the beach. However, you do have to be a little bit careful when you're walking in Mumbai because there's a lot of hazards. Namaste. And you have to be real careful not to fall down any potholes or get run over by any cars. So time to talk about this week's topic, and if you're a regular gym goer you will definitely be able to relate to what I'm talking about, and that is what keeps you going back to the same gym. Now, most people will go to a gym to achieve some sort of goal, either to look better, feel better, or to be a little healthier. Now, of course, results tend to be the best form of motivation, but you can get those results in any gym. So what is it that selects a certain gym above another? Now, you might think that it's down to price or the amount of equipment or the amount of classes or the cleanliness of a gym, but when it comes down to it, the main reason that people will stick at a gym is because of the atmosphere. And the atmosphere in the gym is usually created by the people that attend. You will probably spend quite a lot of your time in the gym and you're going to want to feel pretty comfortable around the people that are there. So the first thing that I want to talk about when it comes to the amazing people that you'll find in the gym is the diversity. Now, what I mean by that is there's so many different types of people that will attend your gym, and I don't just mean about how they look. So, you know, you will get people who are very young, people who are very old, people who are very fit, people who are very unfit. So the diversity is there straight away. But the diversity that I'm really talking about is the different characters that are in the gym. Now, I really mean this. In many gyms that I've been to, it's almost like a soap opera. There are so many different types of characters, right from the jokey person who will always say hello to you and give you a high five, to the person who's always a little bit crazy and stays in the corner doing very, very strange exercises. They're always looking a little bit interesting, but just a little bit too dangerous to try. The diversity of the type of people in the gym just makes it a playground. And of course, while you're working out, you can be thoroughly entertained by the people that are there. Something else that I'm absolutely fascinated about people in the gym is how friendly and polite people can be to one another. Now, the way that they communicate with each other is 9 times out of 10 in a really, really good way. So you'll often be on a machine and you'll know that somebody is waiting to use that machine. So that person will always come in and they'll ask and they'll say, how many sets have you got left? And maybe they'll say, can I work in between your sets? And more often than not, the person will say, yeah, of course you can. And also when people are looking for a spotter, when they're on the bench press, you'll see them looking around and eventually they'll go over to ask someone to give them a catch and that person will help them out. So people are really, really kind and they're always willing to help in the gym, which of course is a real favourable thing. Now, people also give a lot of advice in the gym. Now, it might not always be good advice, but at least they're giving advice. So they'll help you with your diet, they'll help you with your training. And I know that you'll probably do the same for them. Something else that I love about going to the gym, and if you're a regular gym goer, you've probably found this as well, is that you can very simply, you can form quite a lot of friendships. Now, some of the friendships can be what I call gym-based friendships and are very, perhaps a little bit superficial, but they come from a genuine place in as much as you pass the person time and time again and you might make just very, very simple small talk like a hello or a handshake or what are you training today? Something very, very simple. But you say the same thing every single time you see them. And although that's not a great friendship, it's a conversation that you have with someone that's going to make you feel very comfortable about going into that gym. And I love that. I love feeling comfortable in the gym and I love making other people feel comfortable in the gym. Now, of course, that's one type, but you can make some really, really solid friendships from the gym. Chances are that the people that are working out have got the same goals as you. So that means that you've got the same mindset and you're both obviously going through the trenches together, you're both working out really, really hard together and you've got the same mindset, so you might have quite a lot in common, not just the gym. So real friendships can actually come and grow from the gym. Chances are you may be able to relate to some of the things that I've talking about and maybe even have a few of your own ideas. Now, if you have, please write them down in the comments below because I'd love to see what kind of things that you love about going to the gym. So that's it for this week's vlog. Now, please, please, please do me a favor and share this video if you enjoyed it on all of your socials so your friends can come and watch these vlogs and hopefully learn a little bit from me as well. But until next week, I will see you and I hope you all have a wonderful week.